Hello friends, welcome back to VOWIAS. Welcome to the discussion on daily MCQ. Today is 10th of August 2021 and now we are going to discuss 5 current affair based MCQs. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. But first let us discuss the question that was asked yesterday, and yesterday's question was, which among the following is the longest river in China? Longest river in China? A. Sangpo, B. Yellow River, C. Yangtze River, and D. None of the above. So if you see the longest river in China, it is C. Yangtze River, and some of you have given the correct answer as well. Yesterday it was Abzur Qureshi and Pankaj Verma who gave the correct answer. So the Yangtze River, if you see, it is the third largest river in the world. It is the third largest river in the world. Third longest, sorry, not largest. Third longest river in the world, right? And if you see, when we talk about the longest river in the world, the longest river in the world is Nile. After that, it is Amazon, and at third position we have the river called Yangtze. Okay, so this is about the longest. But if you see the largest river in the world, it is Amazon, which is the largest river in the world. And when we talk about the longest river in India, it is Ganga River. Okay, so this is all the information about the different types of rivers, right? Now let's move on. And guys, as you know, daily we upload 5 current affair based MCQs. This is to ensure that your preparation becomes easy and your preparation is focused towards the examination in a right manner. Because these current affairs are prepared, these MCQs are prepared from the current affairs, the daily current affairs, and they are prepared in such a way that they will directly help you in your prelims examination, because these MCQs are prepared by experts and they have quite some expertise in the MCQ preparation and all. So do make the best use of this initiative, because this is how UPSC is going to ask questions tomorrow in the exam. So if you like our initiative, please do share with your friends as well, right? Now let's see the first question. Consider the following statements with respect to the Handloom Export Promotion Council. Handloom Export Promotion Council, first one, it aims to promote the exports of all handloom products like fabrics, home furnishings, carpet, floor covering, etc. Second one, it constitutes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. It is constituted under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. So we have to choose the correct statement. A, 1 only, B, 2 only, C, both 1 and 2, and D, neither 1 nor 2. So if you see the Handloom Export Promotion Council, so here, actually, the first statement is right. It aims to promote the export of handloom products like fabrics, home furnishing, carpet, floor covering, etc. This is the right statement. But second statement, if you see, it is constituted under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. This is a wrong statement, because it is constituted under the Textile Ministry. The Textile Ministry. The first one, A1 only, is the correct answer. So the National Handloom Day was celebrated on 7th of August. So that's why this was in news, and this manifests India's diversity and dexterity of countless weavers and artisans. So the first National Handloom Day was inaugurated in 2015 on August of 7th in Chennai, and since then we are celebrating this National Handloom Day. Actually, why this 7th of August is celebrated was selected is that it was on this day the Swadeshi movement was launched. The Swadeshi movement in 1905 was launched after the partition of Bengal. This was launched, and that's why this is an important day. And when we talk about this Handloom Export Promotion Council, it is a nodal agency constituted under the Ministry of Textiles. As I said already, it is under the Ministry of Textile, and it was incorporated as a not-for-profit company under Section 25 of the Companies Act of 1956. It's a not-for-profit company under Section 25 of the Companies Act of 1956, and the aim is to promote the exports of handlooms like fabrics, home furnishing, etc., etc. Right? So this is all the information about the National Handloom Day, which was celebrated on 7th of August every year. Now let's move on to the next question. The second question. Which of the following statement is correct with respect to hydrogen fuel? The hydrogen fuel. First one, hydrogen fuel is a zero emission fuel burned without oxygen. Okay. The second one, it can be used as a fuel for spacecraft propulsion. So we have to choose the correct answer. A1 only, B2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. So the hydrogen fuel, if you see the hydrogen fuel, it is actually a zero emission fuel. This is right, but it is burned with the help of oxygen. So without oxygen is wrong. So it is burned with oxygen. So the first statement is right. Sorry, first statement is wrong. The second statement, if you see, it can be used as a fuel for spacecraft propulsion. For spacecraft propulsion, this is right. So B2 only is the correct answer. So recently, under the mission net zero carbon emission by railway, so this is a mission by railway, so that by 2030, Indian Railway are set to run trains on hydrogen based fuel technology. Okay, so that means the existing infrastructure, or you can say the existing coaches, have to be redesigned and it has to be retrofitted. The hydrogen fuel technology has to be retrofitted. So the hydrogen basically it is the lightest and the first element in the periodic table, and the weight of hydrogen is very less compared to that of air, in the air even, and it rises in the atmosphere, and it is therefore very rare to find it in the pure form, that is hydrogen. And the hydrogen is basically at standard temperature and pressure is a non-toxic, non-metallic, odorless, tasteless, colorless, and very highly combustible diatomic gas. And it is a zero emission fuel, and it is burned with the help of oxygen, as I told already, and it can be used in fuel cells, internal IC engines, the internal combustion engines, and all. Okay, and also this can be used in the spacecrafts as well. And normally if you see, the molecular hydrogen is not available on the earth in convenient natural reservoirs, so it has to be stored physically in either gas or liquid, and has to be manufactured industrially, right? So this is all the information about hydrogen gas and hydrogen fuel. Now let's see the third question. The Pensilungpa Glacier, which was seen in news recently, is located in the Pensilungpa, A. Himachal Pradesh, B. Arunachal Pradesh, C. Ladakh, and D. Uttar Pradesh. So Pensilungpa Glacier, if you see, the correct answer is C. Ladakh. It is there in C. Ladakh. So why this was in news is, according to the recent study conducted by VOWIAS Institute of Himalayan Geology, Dehradun, which is an autonomous institute under the Department of Science and Technology, the Pensilungpa Glacier located in Jaskar, Ladakh is retreating due to an increase in the temperature and decrease in the precipitation during winters. So remember the first thing, the VOWIAS Institute of Himalayan Geology is an autonomous institute which is located in Dehradun under the Department of Science and Technology under the Government of India. Okay, so this Department of Science and Technology has various wings, and it actually conducts various researches as well. And the retreat is observed in glacier due to an increase which is attributed to the increase in temperature and a decrease in precipitation. So that means the temperatures are increasing and the precipitation is decreasing, and this is causing the glaciers to shrink. And this shrinking glaciers is a threat to all the states which are lying surrounding it. Because when the glaciers melt, a lot of water will come, and when the sudden water will flow, this will cause the damage to the dams and also to the surrounding villages. And the study also points out that significant influence of debris cover over the mass balance and retreat of the glacier endpoints, especially in summers. And the study suggests that due to continuous rise in air temperature in line with the global trend, the melting would increase. This is all the information about the VOWIAS Himalayan Institute of Geology and this Pensilungpa Glacier. Now let's see the next question. The fourth question. The island of Evia, which was in news recently, is part of which country? Evia Island. A. Germany, B. Greece, C. USA, and D. Japan. So here the correct answer is this island of Evia is part of B. Greece. So here in this image you can see this is where the island of Evia exists. Okay, this is part of the Greece, and why this was in news recently? It is because of the raging wildfires. Okay, and it is also called the Evia, which is the second largest Greek island in terms of area, and it is separated from Botia, that is in mainland Greece, by a narrow Euripus Strait. And here you can see this is Athens, which is the capital of Greece. Okay, so Evia is a city in Greece. You can say it's an island in Greece. Now let's move on to the last question of the day. And the last question of the day is, which of the following represents the main phase of the Quit India movement? It's a CAPF 2015 question. As you know, the CAPF is also the exam conducted by UPSC. So even these questions, the CAPF, CDS questions also becomes important. CAPF, CDS and NDA questions are also important from our examination point of view. So now we'll see this question. So the first statement says, the strikes, boycotts and picketing in urban centers. So this is with regard to Quit India movement. Okay, the first statement, strikes, boycotts and picketing in urban areas. Second one, widespread attacks in rural areas on the many symbols and means of colonial rule and authority. Third one, formation of home rule leagues. And fourth one, the Karnataka method. See, here if you see, even if you don't know anything, let's try to eliminate the options. So if you see the third statement, it is given formation of home rule league. The home rule leagues, if you see, they are formed somewhere between 1916 and 1917, around that time. So, but the Quit India movement happened in 1942. So, the third statement has to be wrong. So, by this way, you can eliminate option B directly. Option B can be eliminated. And if you see the other statements, the first one, strikes, boycotts and picketing in urban centers happened. The first one is right. And the second statement, if you see, there were widespread attacks in rural areas and many symbols of the colonial authority. This is also right statement. And the third one is the Karnataka method. So this is also right. This is also followed during the Quit India movement. So the correct answer is Option C 1, 2 and 4. Option C 1, 2 and 4. So recently the Union Minister of Culture, Tourism and Development of Northeast Region has inaugurated an exhibition to mark the 79th anniversary of the Quit India movement at the National Archives of India. So that's why this was in news. And here you have three phases in this Quit India movement. The first phase, which was mostly concentrated in the urban areas, and in these urban areas there were clashes between the police and the people, and it happened mostly in the major cities only. And as all these moves were massive and violent, but so that is one of the reasons they were quickly suppressed. Second phase, if you see, so this phase of movement started in middle of August, and there was a widespread attack on British symbols like railways, telegraph lines and government buildings, because they are the symbol of British colonial empire. And the third phase, if you see, this third phase of movement started in about September, you can say, and it is also called as the Karnataka method. And as why it is called the Karnataka method is it is characterized by terrorist activities, sabotage, guerrilla warfare by educated youth and peasant squads. It also witnessed the formation of national governments or parallel governments in isolated pockets like Balia, Tamluk, Satara, etc. So these are the three phases during the Quit India movement. Now let's look at the question of the day. Who was the Viceroy of India when the British India capital was shifted from Calcutta to Delhi? A. Lord Curzon, B. Lord Dalhousie, C. Lord Hardinge and D. Lord Dufferin. So you have to choose the correct answer, and tomorrow we are going to discuss this question. Okay, and guys, these are our initiatives. You can join these initiatives and you can also check this quality from our Telegram channel. If you have any doubts, you can get back to us. Right? So that's it guys for the day. I'll see you again tomorrow with 5 more MCQs. Till then, keep studying and stay tuned. Jai Hind.